Hello and welcome to the Quebber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a wonderful, splendiferous day. I am recovering from yesterday. I went out on my Pride Revo, and the Pride Revo is always more effort than the Quingo. Pardon me, I just burped. The Quingo is very much a full safe space. It has equipment on it. It has my survival equipment and everything in the backpack, and it works. When I get on the Quingo, I'm in a safe place, and everything I add to that safe place makes it even better. Now, the problem, how can I put this right? The problem with the Pride is because it isn't my primary scooter, and because it's not ever going to be my primary scooter, it doesn't feel like a full safe space. When I go on it, it can't go as fast, it can't go as far. The batteries won't last as long. I don't know its limitations when it comes to hills. Where can it go? Where can't it go? Even though I am confident that it can be used around town, I have always got this instinct in the back of my head that I shouldn't push it too far. It travels 4.4, almost 4.5 mile an hour when you push it. It makes me happy to use it, but it also, because it isn't my full safe space, when I do use it, it takes more out of me. I'm far more exhausted when I get home. Yesterday when I got home from going out on it, I had to go to bed. I just couldn't thingy. And for the rest of the day I was pretty much blah, 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 blah. Couldn't do anything at all, really. Which is very different from the Quingo. The Quingo is my safe space, is a joy to drive everywhere, it works. Having the backup scooter is a good idea, but I only take it out when I need to do something the Quingo can't. So, we're all good, and I'm very happy about that. But I want to talk about how can I improve the ability of the Pride. Well, when it comes down to it, needs a bit of work. And I'll have to have that done by a professional, or I'll let my friend Britt have a look at it, because he's really good at engineering, just to fix the throttle on it, which isn't working at the proper moment. At the moment, for it to go full speed, and its top speed is like between 4 and 5 mile an hour, and I like that kind of ability. I have to, it's like, what is it? Oh, this is the best thing to use. Well, how the throttle on these things work is this. That's like a little lever. In the centre is a little potentiometer type thing, and you push down on this side to go forward. You pull down on the other side to go back. So you can do it with one finger from either side. It's fine. But ever since I had to have it repaired, there's been an issue with the actual top speed. It can't go its top speed. And if I just pull down with one hand to the max I can, if I just do that, then it will judder, because it's just on the edge of full speed, but it just keeps going in and out. Now, if I put my other finger on the top of this and push it up just a little bit against the frame from that side, it goes full speed, which shows that there's a little bit of an issue with the actual where it's connected inside. So that needs to be thingy. So that's one of the things that bothers me, because when I'm using the Pride, I have to hold on like this with both hands to keep it going at full speed. And the full speed's not that speedy. It just makes me feel it's a nice, comfortable speed for me to be traveling. The other thing is I can't fit my entire survival kit on the Pride. I want to, but there just isn't enough room. It's not like the Quingo. The Quingo has my backpack on the back. It has a few different items on the front. It has the big basket on the front. It has my backpack that I actually hold and has my drinking and everything that can go on a hook on the actual steering column in front of me. It allows me to basically have all these things. I really like it. Can't do that on the car. So I need to downsize my survival kit. One of the most important things in my survival kit is to have a tablet or a computer with me, so that if anything goes wrong, I can actually still function. I can do a lot of my coping strategy if I have a tablet with me, if I have a computer with me. I, as you know, recently have had access to a lot of different tech. I had the S10 tablet Ultra, which was way too expensive and way too heavy to be outside the house with. Then I tried the S10 normal. Well, it was the S10 Plus, I believe. And still felt okay, but way too expensive, way too much to feel comfortable leaving the house with. So I've been looking for an option, because what I really want is two tablets. These two tablets will be the main ecosystem for everything that keeps me going electronically, except for VR, in a tablet form. Now, I am using a GTAC downstairs at the moment, but once again, that's very specialised, and it's very bulky, and can't power it from a normal battery. You have to have a very expensive battery in there, and you can't actually just use it outside the house very well. So, my phone company that I've been with for many, many years rang me up with an offer. A very good priced offer. I mean, almost, I would even say almost, I classify it as a freebie, because bloody hell, the contract that I was on was coming to an end, and therefore they were offering me, for less than the contract amount, access to a couple of tablets. And I know contracts are a thing, and they get their money out of you over time. But for me, these have always been a way of getting tech that I couldn't usually get. So I ended up with two of these. Two. Exactly the same. They're the Samsung S10 FE. You can buy these new for £450, which seems a lot unless you compare it to the S10 non-Founders Edition. Those ones can range from 1,000 to 1,500. So this is a cheaper tablet. The offer was basically, we can offer you two of these, one for you and one for your friend. I don't have a friend who would want one. But for me, these are kind of perfect. Really light, Not too expensive, not so expensive that my brain will say, oh my god, you can't leave the house with this, you can't leave the house with this. Very competent, Wi-Fi 6, good processor in it, does games easily, nice cameras. The one thing it doesn't do is DeX properly. Basically, the USB here is just it's a weird kind of USB, this one is. I need to check the specifications of it to fully understand it, because it acts more like a USB 2 than a USB-C. It doesn't have DeX capability. Basically, from what I understand, I need to check it. Usually with Samsung things, you can plug in an external dock and then connect it to a TV and all that and do all that kind of shit. But that isn't what this is for. This and the other one are going to be set up. One's going to be for the Pride Revo. One's going to be for the... They're small enough that I'll be able to have them inside a special case. Now, I've ordered a special case for these from America. This the only reason I'm waiting on this project. I won't be able to do anything with this project is I'm waiting on a couple of very, very nice cases. These cases are ones I've used before. They're by a company called Armor X. It's an American company. Now you can find these kind of cases on Amazon, but they're all cheap Chinese knockoffs. They're never as good quality, they never look as good, they never have the IP rating that the proper ones do. Basically, the Armor X ones that you get are made for you so you can, with connectors and everything, so you can basically take tablets on fishing boats and stuff like that and connect them to the side, and the rain and everything won't affect them and things like that. It's very good for that kind of thing. So for me, it's perfect to have these. They come with a strap that I can have around my neck and that, so I can carry them with me everywhere I go. And so these will become my actual wireless tether, my internet, my gaming, movies, TV, emulation, all built in here. The only downside to this is because of how cheap the thing here. I was the 128 gig version, but in each one of them I've put one of my 1 terabyte micro SDs. So they're fully functioning. These will be the cornerstone thingy, and this is going to come back to this idea that having this with me when I leave the house, whichever mobility scooter I leave the house in, will give me an added layer of coping strategy. I can talk to my friends on Discord. I can connect it with my my Samsung buds. No. Although I still prefer the old ones, they're noise cancelling, they're my go-to ones. So I'll be able to connect these with that, I'll be able to use them in an ecosystem situation. And yes, all good. So that's a future project. Now I wanted to talk about something else as well. I got hold of a Intel Arc 770 limited edition graphics card. I would show it you, but it's in a computer at the moment. And I've always wanted one, and a friend offered it for me for free. I have friends. Yes, I actually have friends. No. This is the same person who I had my ROG Ally off and my 7900 XTX. He's a tech person and he's got ADHD. He watches my channel sometimes and he lives in the area. He's a good acquaintance. he knows sometimes if he's got technology, and he buys technology all the freaking time, and it's his little joy thing to just keep buying tech. And so sometimes he just says, hey, would you be interested in this? It's very random. Usually see him about once every 6 months. And so he dropped this off with me when I said, because I'd always wanted to try the Intel GPUs. And I had a few projects I thought I could use it for. And so my experience with the Intel GPUs is not going well. And it's not their fault, really. They just didn't think of the use case scenario that I would use it for. Like, first of all, I put in my eGPU, my Chroma eGPU over there, so I could use it with my laptop and tablets and my mini PCs as the GPU. I love that system. I've used it with AMD processor GPUs. I've used it with NVIDIA. Works best with it, but brilliant. So I put it together when I was exhausted in the morning after going out. I went to thingy, and then I was thinking, I want to just try this, because it's not like taking apart a full computer. Because all it is it doesn't even take screws. It's got like a lever that you pull out in the GPU. You just pull it out on a rail, put the card in, pull it in, and that's it, it's done. And then you just plug the thing into a laptop or anything. It's simple. Oh my God. I've come to the conclusion that either Intel GPUs are not happy about being in an eGPU, or that just some incompatibility is there. Because tried it with my ThinkPad laptop, which I've used many, many times with the eGPU and different graphics cards in there. Nope. Oh no, it does not like it. Its instability is right from the start. I mean, literally, the computer would freeze up every 5 minutes. In fact, you'd be lucky to get 5 minutes out of it. I never actually managed to get the drivers installed, because every time I did it, it would freeze for like 5 minutes and then reboot. Tried everything. Tried the different USB connectors on the ThinkPad. ThinkPad does not like it. Tried installing the drivers and software first. Those wouldn't install without the card being there, and so on and so forth. Then I thought, okay, I've got my little mini PC. Where is it? Where's my mini PC? Let's grab my mini PC. I don't think. Where are you? Oh, you're there, you're there. I mean, this truly is a mini PC. This is a mini PC. This is what we call a really mini PC. It's cute. Once again, it's got 2 USB 4s connectors. I've used it with the eGPU many times. It's got an AMD 6800H CPU, pretty powerful. 8 cores, 16 threads. This has got 64 gig DDR5, I believe, and 2 terabyte M2 in there. It's fucking amazing. It has the 680M, I believe, graphics card built into the actual CPU. So it's a competent gaming system on its own. So I tried this. I plugged this into it, and while it didn't crash or become unstable, it would not recognize the eGPU had a graphics card in. At this point in time, I'm thinking, is this graphics card dead? Is it just not working? So I plugged it into my old server computer, which is over there at the moment. Server Media. It's based on an AMD 3950X. Nice little system. And it instantly worked, no problem. So I thought, fuck it, I can't use it as a in the eGPUs like I wanted to. It's just not going to function. So why not try the just do it to run some tests and things. And once I had got it installed in a normal computer system, in a PCI Express thingy, and I had to update my motherboard to have rebar, because I haven't updated that motherboard since 2020. BIOS wise, I am awful. But yeah, I updated it to the 2025 BIOS, and then all of a sudden turned on rebar to get better performance out of the card. Intel cards really do need it. And yeah, worked perfectly. Tried games on it, 1080p games. It's a 16 gigabyte card, and I'll say that from my experience, I tried about 12 different games on it, from Cyberpunk to other games, and they all were playable. I even tried some older games, because I know the older game support isn't as good, but it seemed to handle it fine. It shouldn't really surprise me, because it's based on the same kind of ARCs, Iris kind of technology that are integrated into Intel processors. I've tried them before, and they were fine for old style retro gaming. So the thing is this: my opinion of the ARC A770 is this. I've checked the prices of them. You can get them second hand for under £200. And at that price, for a 16 gig VRAM card that punches well above its price, it's a good card. I'm sure there is some glitches, because it's still but the drivers have come on leaps and bounds from all the problems that people were saying about earlier. Once the driver's installed, once it was running, games had no problem at all playing it. I'm pretty sure that I could hook in my VR headset, my Valve Index, and it would run that. That's something I should actually test. A sub 200 card for using with Valve Index. That would actually be something to try. I might test that later. So yeah, I really should put this on a video on its own, shouldn't I? Bye bye for now.